Hey, what is up everyone, I'm Starlord and welcome to my Console Mods Weekly episode, week number 3. Remember that Console Mods Weekly is brought to you by Loot Crate, which offer gaming bundles of joy and pop culture collectibles. Remember to follow the link in the description and use code STARLORD for 10% off. With that being said, let's get moddy with it. Our first mod of the episode is the absolute stunning Rockin Red Rocket by the mod goddess herself, Eleonora. Eleonora completely overhauls Red Rocket into an indoor paradise apartment, placing down all of the best goods that you can find around the wasteland, including your own little memorial of Vault 111 and the life you left behind. Now unfortunately you cannot actually place anything down in Red Rocket, nor can you pick it up. It is purely for cosmetic reasons, but I would say do not let that put you off. This mod is extremely detailed. Eleonora places around all of the objects so that they just kind of work. This is the kind of thing I love about mod creators, when they go in depth and actually show a lot of work in their mods. It's just fantastic. The absolute detail that went into this is just amazing. I mean, look at that. There is an alien toy as a pencil topper. I don't think you can get any more detailed than that. Anyhow, amazing mod, and I cannot wait to see more of hers on the consoles. Next up we have the Tumbajamba's Combat Power Armor by Attribution, which basically adds a brand new power armor into the game with many different custom parts that you can actually customize, including a new jetpack model into the game. I wasn't really a fan of the power armor that you get in the base game, so this very much changes it up, and it is definitely one that I will have installed on my Xbox from now on. Now, as well as that new jetpack model, you get a lot of different customizational options with this armor. To be honest, it's not the best customization I've ever witnessed on a mod before, but it will do. You can add new things such as knives, pouches, and even a stealth boy onto your new armor. And the best thing about it is it's not overpowered, so you actually get a sense of you're actually still in the wasteland fighting for your life. Unlike the other armors where they just make you OP and it's just not fun to use them. Now if you don't like the white, there is also a Spec Ops paint which adds a completely black paint job to your new armor, which just looks amazing in the dark. I would also like to point out I am using the Water's Enhancement Textures mod by Sparrow Prince. I use this both on my Xbox and my PC cause it just looks amazing, and it actually doesn't do anything to your frames per second, so there's not actually any harm in applying it. Now this next mod, I had a lot of trouble deciding should it be in this video or my top 5 weapons and armor weekly mod showcase. In the end I decided both because I don't want anyone to miss out on it. This mod is the Murdering Chainsaw by Tricky Vane. Now Tricky Vane always amazes me with the mods he uploads. The last one he uploaded I absolutely loved, and this one is definitely without a doubt no exception. To be honest, there is no better time to download this mod than the present, as the new Nuka-Cola Whale DLC actually revealed that we will be leading a gang of raiders. Now seriously, how awesome would it be if your full gang had all of the chainsaws? You was like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre running after people, dicing them up. It's just absolutely amazing. I mean, at least for me, that is something that I have wanted to do on this game since Fallout 3. Now, as some of you may know, customization is a huge deal to me. I look for customization in all of the mods I showcase. This one is okay. I mean, I'm not saying it's the best customization. You can actually choose different colors, different attachments. I mean, I wish I did see more. I hope that he adds more, but until then, it is pretty bland. Now, I'm all for chainsaws around the Commonwealth, but eventually you're going to come across a guy who you just cannot kill alone. And that's where these guys come in. This is the FCOM Fallout Commander mod by Mad God Shaveroff. Shave it off. I don't know. God, why do you guys have such horrible names? I'm just kidding. But in all seriousness, this mod gives you the ability to actually summon together a small fire team, or a large one if you want to, as there are no spawn limits. Now to do this, you will need to find the command radio, which is added into your inventory when you actually load up your game after installing the mod. The radio can be found on the A tab, and you can hotkey it for your liking. I personally like this mod just because there are a good amount of options that actually come with it, that to be honest are just too much to actually go through. I do actually suggest you do try this one out, at least for a couple of minutes, to see if you actually like it. Another cool detail is that your units are automatically stored into one of 3 squads via the deployment menu. You can issue commands to individual squads, or you can command them all at once, making it much easier. Now the squads that you can actually command include the Institute, the Brotherhood of Steel, and the Minutemen, although I do have a little bit of trouble spawning in those last 2. And another cool feature is that if you don't actually want them as a companion, you can just send them to your settlement and they'll actually stay there. It's a pretty awesome mod, guys. Go and check it out. So, the human companion's not doing it for you guys, then let me introduce you to Whirly by Attribution, and yeah, it's exactly what you think, a flying drone as a companion. It's pretty awesome. Now I should actually tell you guys first off that this does not take up a companion slot. Yes, that's right guys, if you want Kate walking around while you whip your Whaley out, then you can, you know, it's completely fine. You can have Whaley and you can have Kate at the same time, or any other companion for that matter. As well as the scouting mode that comes with Whaley, which you can actually send him ahead of you and he scouts for enemies, you have other features such as the sentry duty, the recall, target highlighting, map travel, and you can even increase his size if you want to, which that is very customizable, and you know guys, I love customization. Now I'm not saying that it's the best mod that I've ever seen, but it is pretty good and I cannot wait to see all of the different customizations that the mod author actually adds to it later on. There is a couple of glitches that you will suffer from, but guys, it's a very worthwhile mod to download. I would suggest it, and just as a little tip, you can actually find it in the root cellar in Sanctuary, along with the remote control and a document that actually tells you how to use it. Anyhow, a very good mod, go and check it out. Pretty cool. Here's one that I think you guys are going to love. This is the M79 Thumper grenade launcher by DD Productions 83. Now I actually missed out last week on doing this mod, as when I uploaded the video, this one popped up out of nowhere. I've got to say guys, I've been enjoying this for the past week. All of the details in the mod are very cool, and it is quite lore friendly. I've got to admit, I feel it's lore friendly. Now unfortunately with a grenade launcher, there's not really much to actually customize other than the barrel that it actually has. I would have loved to seen some kind of different things along with this, but I guess that would have just been taking the mick a little bit too much. But I have to say, the different ammunition types that you get with this gun are absolutely fantastic. My favourite ammunition for this weapon has to be the default frag, but you can also get a Cairo grenade and a plasma one. And you can even have different shooting types such as standard, bounce, grape shot MIRV, and yeah, it's pretty insane guys. To be honest, I actually never used the bounce grenade, and I hear it's pretty awesome and it ricochets off all kinds of objects, which basically means they mostly bounce at night. Mostly. I'm really sorry about that creepiness there. I saw it in the mod description and I knew what it was from automatically. I had to include it. It's from Family Guy and it's a skit from Aliens. It was just really funny, I guess. I don't know. I'm sorry. All messing aside, this is one seriously awesome weapon that I would say is pretty necessary if you are going to play Fallout 4. It is really cool. It just blends in with the lore perfectly, I think. And yeah, there's no harm in getting it. So, yeah. And as always, I cater for you guys who love settlement building. Let me introduce you to your new best friend, the Functional Displays by Dragon is Zero, which, as the title would suggest, it adds a lot of functional displays to your game. But you're probably thinking the Contraptions Workshop adds just as much as this. Well guys, I would say F the Contraption Workshop, this is 10 times better. And with the actual announcement that weapon racks and armor racks are coming to our games with that DLC, the mod author has only dedicated himself more to this mod and he will continue adding to it, which, you know, that's dedication. I really admire that and I cannot wait to see what he does with the new features. Now, as well as weapon racks, you can actually have armor stands that come in the form of mannequins. They do stand there and you can place pretty much anything you want on them. The only thing is, it's kind of creepy when the girl's blinking at you a lot. I don't know, I just find that really creepy. As well as mannequins, you can actually place down porta-diners to put all of your food items in, which is very simple as just going into the inventory and placing them in. But not only that, guys, there are a lot more options of shelves that you can actually choose from that I didn't decide to put in this video. Seriously, go and check them out, they're pretty awesome. Anyhow guys, that has been it for week number 3 of Console Mods Weekly. Don't forget, I have started off a new weekly series called Top 5 Weapon and Armor Mods, which the episode will be out in the next couple of days. Also, make sure to go over to Loot Crate, and if you do decide to get one, use code STARLORD for 10% off. Anyway guys, until next time, I've been Starlord, I'll see ya!